Did you know that Amazon product reviews can tell you more about a product than the listing itself? Well, in this video, I will share with you the process and the tools that I have been using to scrape the product reviews for any given listing and to be able to analyze those reviews from the customer's perspective with just a click of a button. And the best part is that it's absolutely free. Keep watching and I'll show you just how. Welcome to another video on the Freedom Seekers channel, the place where I am documenting my freedom journey and where you can learn to become your own boss. If this is your first time watching, welcome. If entrepreneurship, e-commerce, or Amazon FBA is something that you are interested in, be sure to go ahead and smash that subscribe button because I'll be uploading videos and sharing, documenting my freedom journey and sharing valuable content that you can use to improve your business. Now, if you are familiar with selling on Amazon, or even if you've shopped on Amazon before, you will know that reviews are so important, and oftentimes it provides that social proof that encourages people to buy a given product. And so, reviews reveal so much about a product and oftentimes tell the real story about that product. Now, a listing itself can tell you so much and no more, right? It can tell you what the product is, the features, benefits, specifications of that product and so on. But, reviews itself, reviews paint the truest picture about a product, right? You'll get to learn just by reading reviews, all that's good about that product, all that's bad, why customers purchase that product, what are they using it for, and how have their lives improved from using that product, right? And one of the things that you'll quickly learn is that reviews reveal the ideal customer or the ideal avatar. Now, this method that I am about to show you and process can be used regardless of where you are in your Amazon FBA journey or selling on Amazon. If you are currently doing product research, this is super useful and helpful to you. This is super helpful to you in terms of helping you understand, what that product is all about and where you can take your product, right? If you're currently sourcing that product, it's being manufactured, then this is perhaps the best time for you to start crafting your listing based on what people have been saying about that product. And if you're already selling that particular product on Amazon, then you can always improve your listing by using the language of the people who are buying that product. And also you can use the information to reach new audiences, to target different people, and especially, and I'll show you later on, use this in your ads. So the first piece of this puzzle is getting the reviews, right? Downloading those reviews. Now I've used a ton of tools out there, and I've not found haven't found one that allows you to download reviews as easy and as simplistic as this tool I'm about to show you does. And the tool is called Helium10. They have an awesome Chrome extension, and a feature of that extension is the review downloader. Now let me just go quickly and demonstrate where you can find this tool and how you can use it. Okay, so let's go and take a look at how we can access the tool, the Helium10 Chrome extension. Now I'll leave a link down in the description below where you can go ahead and quickly download this extension and add it to your Chrome browser. Now, because I already have the tool installed or the extension installed, this button says add it to Chrome. But if you did not have it installed yet, you'll see add to Chrome or install here. So you just go ahead and hit that button, and the tool, the extension gets installed on your Chrome browser. And so once it's installed, you'll see this icon show up, and you just click on that icon. Once you're on a particular product, the product that you want to maybe download the reviews. Now in this example, right, there are thousands of reviews, and pro tip, never ever go into a niche or a product where sellers already have thousands of reviews, not unless you have a lot of money to burn. And so for this example, let's say I want an easy way to see all the reviews. Right now you can manually do this by going through the time consuming and painstaking way of just reading each and every review. And for a product that has thousands of reviews, now who has time for that? Nobody. And so what we'll do is we'll fire up the Helium10 Chrome extension, and we'll hit this button, Review Downloader. This is a lifesaver. If you've never, I only recently started using this feature. I'm not sure how long Helium10 has made this feature available, but it's an absolute lifesaver. Now you can set the date that you want the reviews from. So I think the default is probably 12 months. So you can always modify or change this if you want. You can specify, I think it's how many stars you want. So if you only wanted to get the 5-star reviews, you can specify that. Or if you only wanted to get the 1-star reviews, then you'll do something like that. And then you hit the extract button. All right, it will bring you to this page where you can see like everything nice in a nice table layout. Once it's all extracted, you're taken to this page where you see everything nice and neat, and everything just you don't have to be paging through each time. And then what you can do is hit this export reviews button, and it will export all these reviews into a nice CSV file or a Excel spreadsheet file. And so we get this this spreadsheet of everything. And so this is the first step in the two-step process, right? We have all the reviews really in the palm of our hands. Now we need to be able to analyze these reviews, right? Now we still don't have the time nor the effort to go through and read all of these reviews, right? We need to make sense of this information, this wealth of information that we have right here in this one file. And to be able to do that, there's another tool that you can use, and this brings us to the second tool, which is the tool to analyze these reviews, and it's the Google Natural Language Processor. It can also be considered a sentiment analyzer, right? It tells you, what is the feeling behind these words, right? It's trying to make sense of these words or these reviews. And so in our use case, we're trying to understand at a deeper level what customers are saying about this product, right? Why are they using it? Where are they using it? How are they using it? And how have they benefited from this product? And so let's jump into another demo. And this is a tool that we'll be using to analyze these reviews. I'll also leave a link to this down in the description, so make sure you check that out. So once we have our reviews downloaded, what I like to do is to just copy the entire thing by clicking on the column itself and just hitting Control C or copying. And then what we'll do is we'll go to this. Now if you notice here, right, it says try the API. So it's kind of free to try it, I think, a few times. So basically, after I've copied all the reviews, I paste it in this try API input box here, and then hit Analyze. And so as I said at the beginning of my video, one button, just a click of a button, and you have this wealth of information and knowledge about what customers are saying about that product, right? So let's go through the results here, right? So entities, and basically what it does is it tags like words or phrases. I think mainly words and phrases, and tells you how many times they have been mentioned. And so this also is very useful because you'll get a sense of, popular words that people mention all the time in the reviews. And so, for example, it says trigger point, that's been mentioned 40 times. Spots 188 times. Pain, right, uses this for my chronic pain. So pain is a word that has been mentioned 90 times. And so are you seeing the power of this information, right? You can use these words in your backend keywords, in your listing, because these are words that are coming from the users, the customers, right? This is knowledge that you cannot pay for. This is first-hand information that you really cannot pay for, right? Massage therapist, that's been mentioned 187 times. So as you're going through these results, you can get ideas about how do you position your listing, how do you position your product, right? What pain points can you hit with your listing based on what customers are saying? Right, so this is the first thing, right? Doctor 446 times, pelvis, exercises, right? So that's the first piece of information. Now after that, we can scroll down a little further, and we get to what is called the entities, right? We get to the entities portion, and an entity is anything, right? It can be a person. It can be an event, it can be a location. So it's how the natural language processor has categorized different things that it found based on what but based on the reviews, right? And so let's say, for example, you want to understand where people use this product. All you do is you just search for location, right? Because the results have been tagged with these entity types. And so location is one such entity, and this will tell us where people are using this product, right? So first one we found, house, gym, and look at this one, PT, I think that's physical therapist or physical therapy place somewhere. And when I go through this kind of, I find there's certain aspects of it that are kind of funny. I mean, they're very obvious, but it's kind of funny when you see that the algorithm kind of found it, because somewhere is a location, right? It's just that people are saying, it's somewhere. They use it somewhere, perhaps. Gym again, town, area, home, right? Home and office. And so right away you can see that people not only use it at their home, they can even use it at their office. And so you can craft your listing to include all these different areas where people can use the product. Now, the other great one that I love to look at or to analyze or to see the result is events, right? Where are people using, not where in terms of location, but like at what events do people use this thing, right? Actually, it should be event. The label is called event. And so once we get to the sentiment results, we'll see, okay, they use it to work out. So workout is the main place it's the main event for this product, right? Exercise is another event. Rolling, trips, so you can take it, maybe they take the product with them when they go on business trips or they go on vacation. Workouts, rolling, and so on. The other cool one is, and I think this is even more important than where people use the product, is who uses this product. And to do that, we look at the person entity. And here we see couple, right? A couple, they use it, or a therapist uses it, husband, masseuse, which massage therapist is technically the correct terminology, not masseuse. Doctor uses it. Well, both both people uses it. One person uses it. Sister, chiropractor. And so maybe when you initially found this product, you didn't think about the fact that, hey, maybe chiropractors use this, or maybe doctors use it. And so here we are seeing, daughter. Here we're seeing customers are saying that, hey, these are the people who use it. This information is absolutely powerful, friend, and so on. And so you get the idea, right? And so armed with this information, you can then go and make a killer listing. You can, and in my opinion, this information is even more powerful than some of the keyword research tools that are out there, right? Because this information is how people are using the product. And you can get some great keywords to put in your backend or to put in your listing itself. Another cool feature is sentiment. The sentiment tab. You can just hover over the results here and you'll kind of understand what it's saying here. So for example, the green is positive, right? It's a sentiment score, and it ranges from -1 to 1, and -1 is very negative and 1 is very positive. And so you can look at the very positive sentiments and see, okay, what do people really like about this product? Excellent foam roller, far superior to others I've used. Here's another 0.91, highly recommended. I love it. I use it almost every day after work and after work. And so you can at a glance see what are the negative sentiments, right? Now, one thing you need to understand about the sentiments here, right? It tells you it's a negative sentiment because based on the words and the phrases that are in that sentence. And sometimes it's not necessarily a bad thing about the product. It's just that the language used is generally negative language, right? And so the analyzer says, okay, this is a negative sentiment, not that negative, but it's still negative. Why is it negative? Maybe because the word compress is in it. Let's look at another better example. Okay, 0.7. It says, it was so bad that I could only roll on this one time before having to stop because it would hurt. Now, maybe this is what people want, right? They want a foam roller that really digs into your muscles and your tissue. And so maybe people love it when the foam roller does, work that way. And so maybe, they're saying, okay, it was so bad that, they could only use it for one time. Now, maybe that's how it should be. But the analyzer says, okay, that's a negative sentiment. Maybe it's not a bad review, but it's a negative sentiment. So you have to understand that, not because it's a negative sentiment means it's a bad thing that's being said about the product itself, right? And so you can just go through and see, all the negative sentiments about this, about the product, and that can kind of guide you to maybe make improvements about the product, or maybe market your product better based on things that people have said that are kind of negative about the product itself. So the last thing I want to mention about the Google Natural Language Processor is the fact that you can use it for free. Now, if you look at their pricing guide, it shows that, okay, it's free for certain amount of usage. But the cool thing about this is that you can use this thing literally for a year, because Google offers you a $300 credit to try it out for 12 months once you sign up. And so the bottom line is this thing is free to use. You can take advantage of it, and I highly encourage you to go ahead and so as I showed in the previous screen, that this tool is pretty much free to use, right? The Helium10 Chrome extension with the review downloader is free. The natural language processor from Google is free up to a certain degree. It is free. So I would highly encourage you to go and start using this process, this methodology, because you get so many ideas. You get to learn so much about the product. You get to learn so much about the ideal customer and the ideal avatar for that product. And as I said before, whether you are currently doing product research or you're already selling on Amazon, you can use this information to make better business decisions, to learn more about your product, and to position your product better than your competitors, because you are getting this information firsthand, literally firsthand from the customers, because of the reviews that they have left for that product. So once again, thank you for watching this video. If you got any value from it, just go ahead and smash that like button. Leave a comment down in the description below, and I answer everyone's comments. But yeah, remember to turn on the notification bell, and all the links that I mentioned in this video are in the description below. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.